Listen closely, my child, because nothing about this moment is ordinary. You didn't stumble into this message by accident, and your heart didn't pause for no reason when your eyes landed on these words. Something divine is unfolding around you right now, something sacred, something urgent. In the unseen realm, a door has opened, and heaven is trying to reach you with a message that carries the weight of life, the weight of destiny, and the weight of your child's future. So stay with me, don't scroll, don't move, because what you are about to hear has the power to shift what was already set in motion. And before you go any further, take one quick second to comment something simple like Amen or I receive this. Because the more you engage, the more this message reaches other parents who desperately need to hear it. Your comment could be the reason another child is protected tonight. Right now, in the spiritual realm, something is stirring. A whisper is echoing through heaven. But this whisper carries a name, your child's name. It is not a casual whisper, not a soft breeze in the dark. It is a cry for intervention, a divine signal, a sacred warning meant only for the one chosen to receive it. And that chosen one is you. Archangel Michael is bending close in this very hour, urging you to pay attention, because the threat that has been circling your child's path is trembling. But understand this clearly. This is not a message of doom. This is not a prophecy of tragedy. This is heaven giving you a window of action, a chance to shift the ending before the ending arrives. In the spirit, I see a candle, your child's candle, burning low. The flame flickers as if a wind is trying to snuff it out. That flickering represents spiritual pressure, emotional weight, unseen battles your child has been silently fighting. If that flame goes out, part of their story would dim too soon. But listen carefully. Heaven did not show you this flame to frighten you. Heaven showed it because you are the one chosen to protect it. That's why your heart is beating differently right now. That's why you feel that strange pull telling you not to look away. You are connected to your child in ways deeper than blood. Your spirit feels what their spirit cannot say. Your heart senses things long before your mind understands, and right now, that connection is why you're here. Your child, your son or daughter, has been carrying something heavy, silent tears, hidden fears, confusion they cannot explain, emotions they do not know how to express. They smile so others don't worry, but inside, something is trembling. Heaven is revealing this because heaven knows that you are the one who can stand in the gap. You are the shield, you are the covering, you are the bridge between danger and destiny. God himself is whispering, you are the one I trust with this. That is why you cannot move away from this message. Not yet. When Archangel Michael raises his voice, heaven listens. When he steps into a home, darkness trembles, and right now he is standing near your child. He sees the forces trying to dim their light, jealousy, negative words spoken behind their back, spiritual traps, emotional wounds rooted in secrets they never told you. But Michael also sees something else. He sees the authority inside you, the strength you don't even know you carry, the faith that has kept your child safe more times than you realized. Heaven is showing you what was planned in the dark, because heaven knows you can break it. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Do you feel that warmth spreading gently around you? That stillness that makes your chest feel lighter for just a second? That is not imagination. That is Michael's presence. That is heaven drawing near, urging you to understand that this moment is divine. Heaven says, you are the chosen one. You are the intercessor. You are the protector of this child's destiny, and whether you see yourself as strong or not, heaven sees the fire in you, a fire that darkness cannot overcome. And as this message flows into your spirit, you may feel something rising inside you, a heaviness lifting, a courage awakening, a sense that something important is happening. That is not emotion, that is impartation. Heaven is pouring strength into you because what you do in these next moments matters. Your presence here means the story is not finished. The danger is not final. The trajectory can be shifted, but it requires your heart, your attention, your willingness to stand for your child. If anything in this message is touching your spirit already, comment again, for yourself and for other parents who need this same divine warning. Comments push this message to more mothers and fathers, and someone else's child may be saved because you obeyed that small nudge. Stay with me. Heaven isn't done speaking yet. A shift is happening right now, in this very moment, even if you can't see it with your natural eyes. The unseen world is moving because heaven responds whenever a parent's heart awakens. And your heart is awake, your spirit is listening. That alone is enough to stir angels into motion. What you feel right now, the warmth, the pull, the heaviness lifting, is not random. That is heaven aligning things on your child's behalf. So stay close, stay present, because what comes next isn't just information, it is divine strategy. Your child has been walking through an invisible storm. On the outside, they may act strong, distracted, or even rebellious, but those behaviors are not the real story. The real story is the spiritual pressure pressing against their mind, the confusion that doesn't match their age, the heaviness in their chest that they do not know how to describe, the sudden silence, the unexplained mood changes, the late-night restlessness. These are not coincidences. These were signals, cries for help that their spirit tried to send out, hoping someone would catch it. And heaven chose you to catch it. There are battles your child has been facing that they do not have the language to explain, fears they are afraid to confess, pain they don't want to burden you with, thoughts they don't understand, and although they haven't spoken the words, heaven heard them, and heaven sent a warning, not to terrify you, but to empower you, because if you knew the weight they were carrying, you would never leave their side. And that's why you're here, because spiritually you never do. Archangel Michael is standing between your child and the danger that was forming around them. His sword is drawn, his wings are extended, and his presence is heavy with authority. He has seen the dark assignments that try to approach your child, words spoken in jealousy, envy, curses disguised as jokes, traps disguised as bad influences, and moments of weakness where the enemy tried to whisper lies into your child's heart. Lies like you're alone, no one understands you, you're not enough. Lies meant to break their spirit before their destiny has the chance to bloom. But what the enemy didn't expect was your strength, your sensitivity, your connection to the spiritual realm. You may not see yourself as a warrior, but heaven sees you as one. And your presence in this moment is already dismantling the assignment against your child. You're not here reading out of curiosity. You are here because heaven activated something inside you, a spiritual alarm that told you it was time to stand. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and feel this truth. You are not powerless. You have authority. You have been chosen. When heaven looks for someone to protect a child, heaven looks for the one who can feel danger before it arrives, and that's you. You sensed something was wrong, even before you had proof. You felt heaviness in your spirit without understanding why. You carried a burden you couldn't explain. But now, heaven is revealing the reason for that burden. Your child needed you spiritually, not just physically. And here's the powerful part. When a parent takes spiritual authority, heaven moves instantly. Angels respond. Darkness retreats. Paths shift. Futures realign. Right now, because you're engaging in this moment, a protective wall is rising around your child. The atmosphere around them is changing. The traps that were meant to pull them down are being exposed and dismantled. The storm that was forming is losing its power. Heaven is not only protecting your child, it is empowering you to protect them. Close your eyes again and feel the air around you. That warmth, that subtle pressure in your chest, that feeling of being watched over. This is Archangel Michael's presence. This is heaven telling you, you are not alone in this battle. The same angel who defends nations is defending your child right now. The same guardian who fights for kingdoms is fighting for your family. Heaven is not distant. Heaven is at your doorstep. Heaven is in your home. You may feel a sudden urge to pray. Whisper your child's name or place your hand over your heart. Follow that urge. That is the Holy Spirit prompting you. That is heaven guiding you to shift the atmosphere. You have more power than you realize. One whispered prayer from a parent can reroute an entire destiny. One moment of faith can silence what was sent to harm. And as this message touches you, please comment something, even if it's just your child's initials or God protect all children. Comments help this message spread, and every share, every comment becomes a lifeline that reaches another home. Your simple word could be the reason another parent receives the warning they didn't know they needed. Now, stay with me. Heaven hasn't finished yet. What comes next will break what tried to bind your child, and you will feel the shift even deeper. There is something I need you to understand deeply, not with your mind, but with your spirit. The pressure your child has been feeling did not appear suddenly. Darkness studies potential before it releases attacks, and your child carries enormous potential, far more than they even realize. There is greatness inside them, a calling, a spark placed there by God long before they were born. This spark threatens darkness. That is why the enemy has been whispering into their thoughts. That is why confusion has tried to cloud their judgment. That is why heaviness has tried to settle over their heart. Because what your child carries is powerful. But heaven did not leave you unaware. The uneasiness you felt, the sudden waves of emotion, the heaviness in your chest, the moments you felt like crying without knowing why. These weren't random. These were spiritual alarms designed to pull you into prayer, to position you in a place of protection. You've been sensing the spiritual battle long before you had any physical reason to worry. That's what it means to be spiritually connected to your child. Heaven placed that sensitivity in you because your child needed someone who would stand for them even when they had no words to ask for help. Right now, as you breathe, heaven is unveiling the truth. Your prayers have already begun shifting the atmosphere around your child. Every tear you've cried in silence has watered the soil of their destiny. Every whisper of God, protect my child, has echoed across the heavens, and God has heard every single one. None of your tears have been wasted. None of your fears have been ignored. Heaven has been watching closely, listening intently, and preparing a breakthrough for your child. I see in the spirit a road filled with distractions, temptations, wrong influences, and emotional traps. Some were sent by people carrying jealousy in their hearts. Some were born from negativity spoken behind your back. Some were simply the result of your child feeling misunderstood or alone. These things have tried to pull your child in the wrong direction. They tried to create distance between your child and their purpose. They tried to dim the light inside them. But now I see something else. Archangel Michael stepping onto that road with authority that shakes the atmosphere. His presence is like fire, and every dark force trembles at his arrival. He lifts his sword and establishes a barrier of light that darkness cannot cross. He is standing guard over your child's path, clearing the shadows, breaking the chains, and redirecting their steps toward the destiny God wrote for them. What was meant to trap them is being dismantled. What was meant to confuse them is being exposed. What was meant to break them is turning into a platform for breakthrough. Your child will not walk alone. Heaven has assigned angels to both sides of them. There is a hedge of fire around their mind, their heart, and their steps. Even now I see a glow returning to them, peace returning, clarity returning, strength returning. They may not understand what is happening, but they will soon. Feel the change. They will feel lighter. They will sleep deeper. They will breathe easier. That is the evidence of heaven's intervention. But hear me, heaven's movement is connected to your faith. You are the anchor. You are the bridge. Your spiritual covering is stronger than any curse, any negativity, or any darkness that tries to come near your child. And right now, your faith is rewriting what the enemy intended. God is honoring your heart. Heaven is responding to your spirit. If you feel warmth in your hands or chest right now, that is confirmation. If tears are forming, that is release. If you feel peace, even for a moment, that is the sign that heaven is near and that the breakthrough has begun. I want you to whisper your child's name softly, even if only in your heart. As you speak that name, angels hear it. Heaven recognizes it. Archangel Michael responds to it. That name is becoming a decree of protection, a declaration of life, a shield of light. You may feel tired, drained, or emotionally heavy, but heaven sees that as the sign of a parent who loves deeply and fights spiritually. You are not weak. You are anointed to protect your home. You are called to stand when others would fall. That is why God chose you for this moment. Heaven trusts you with this assignment because you love fiercely and you believe strongly. And please take a moment to comment something that speaks life. Your child's initials, their name, or even a simple "God protect all children." These comments help this message reach more parents who desperately need this same divine reminder. You never know whose child might be saved because you helped spread this message. Stay with me. The breakthrough is building, and the final part will seal what heaven is doing for your child. Listen closely now, because what I'm about to reveal is not just a message, it's a spiritual instruction. The final seal, the final protection, the final covering that heaven is placing over your child through you. Everything you've felt up to this point, every tug, every stirring, every moment of emotion has been leading here. Heaven never begins a work. It does not intend to complete, and the fact that you are reading these words right now means God is finishing something on your child's behalf. Your child is stepping into a divine turning point. In the Spirit, I see a moment, one moment, that will shift everything for them. A conversation they will overhear, a realization that will rise inside their heart, a clarity that will suddenly break through confusion, a heaviness that will lift like smoke fading from the air. Heaven is aligning events right now that will create a chain reaction in your child's life, guiding them out of the fog and into purpose. This shift won't look dramatic at first. It may begin quietly, subtly, almost unnoticed. But heaven works in ways that grow stronger with every step. I see angels adjusting the path under your child's feet. I see Archangel Michael stepping behind them, pushing away influences that once seemed impossible to escape. I see God's hand over their mind, soothing the thoughts that once ran wild, calming the emotions that once felt overwhelming. Your child's spirit is being reset, their heart is being realigned, their destiny is being protected. And here is something heaven wants you to understand. Your child is not behind. They are not delayed. They are not lost. They are right on time for the transformation God is preparing. Even the wrong turns, even the emotional battles, even the moments of confusion, God is weaving those into a testimony that will one day strengthen others. Their story is not ending. It is beginning again. Right now, I see a powerful exchange happening in the spiritual realm. Heaven is removing the weight that your child was never meant to carry, the fear they absorbed from others, the expectations that crushed them, the loneliness that made them vulnerable, the worry that drained their confidence. Heaven is lifting those pieces off of them, one by one, as if pulling burdens from their shoulders, and in their place, God is releasing strength, clarity, courage, and protection. There is a divine light settling over your household. Yes, even if things feel chaotic on the outside, even if communication seems strained, even if you've been unsure of what to do or say, this light is covering every room, every corner, every place where your child has cried, struggled, or felt misunderstood. This light is cleansing the atmosphere. It is breaking the tension. It is restoring peace. And I see something else. I see your child's heart softening. I see walls they built out of pain beginning to crack. I see a gentleness returning to their spirit, the same gentleness they had when they were younger. God is pulling them back to themselves, to the version of them that darkness tried to steal. Their true heart is waking up again. And you, parent, guardian, protector, heaven is strengthening you as well. There is a spiritual mantle being placed upon your shoulders, a mantle of wisdom, discernment, and calm authority. You will begin to sense things before they happen. You will know what to say and what not to say. You will feel led toward the right conversations at the right time. God is giving you the grace to navigate this season with strength and peace. You are not fighting alone. The entire kingdom of heaven is aligned behind you. Now, here is your instruction, your final spiritual act in this message. Place your hand over your heart, even if only for a moment, and breathe. As you do this, heaven is sealing what has been spoken. This act may seem simple, but in the spiritual realm it profound. You are agreeing with heaven. You are opening the door for protection. You are anchoring your child's breakthrough. Now whisper once more, either aloud or quietly in your spirit, your child's name. As you speak it, heaven receives it as a decree. Angels move because of it. God covers it. Your child is not just being protected, they are being repositioned. You may feel energy in your hands, warmth in your chest, or a sense of peace rising within you. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. Heaven is responding. Archangel Michael is standing guard. God is sealing the breakthrough. This is the moment where you release the fear you've been carrying. This is where you let go of the what-ifs. This is where you rest in the truth that God has taken over the battle. Your child's destiny is safe. Their future is protected. Their spirit is covered. You have done your part, and heaven is doing the rest. And now, before this message closes, I want to invite you to spread this protection further. Just as you needed this message at the perfect moment, there are other parents, silent, hurting, praying, who are waiting for this same divine reminder. By engaging with this message, you help it reach them. You help protect another child. You help strengthen another heart. If this message touched you, if you felt something shift, even slightly, then please do one last thing. Subscribe to the channel. It helps these messages find the people who need them most at the exact moment heaven wants to reach them. And it keeps you connected to more spiritual guidance, protection prayers, and messages that strengthen your spirit and your home. Your child is covered, your heart is seen, your breakthrough is sealed, and heaven is not finished with you yet.